Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon, a turn-based RPG of the special kind. I've already made a recording of this, but sadly the sound was not that good, so I'm trying anew and I hope this time it's better. For those of you who are not aware of the fact, I am not an absolute pro in this game. I know my way around, I have some ideas, but I'm definitely not an expert player. I hope you still will enjoy it, and without any further ado I will jump into the game. I will answer a lot of questions about the game in the game. If you have any questions, don't be afraid, just ask.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So, the guy on the card was not the only one who's nuts. Pretty everyone in this game is nuts. The enemies as well as your own heroes. Your heroes have all mental problems, some more, some less. You don't only have to watch after the body health of your heroes, you also have to watch after the mental health of your heroes. And that deteriorates far easier and far more significantly than your body health. Your heroes will heal after every mission, their stress will not. So stress management is very important in this game. How do you gain stress? Well, through being hit, through failing, through receiving critical hits, walking in the darkness, seeing special monsters, and simply the fact that they're unhappy with their life all in about. How do you decrease your amount of stress? By hitting other critical by doing special things, by going to the brothel, drinking a beer, going to the abbey, and performing special tasks that went very, very well. And sometimes when you rest by companions. So, these are our first two starting heroes. How do you move in this game? You only move from the left to the right. And you move from one room to the other until the dungeon is cleared or your objective is met. About your heroes themselves, as you can see, they have a character sheet. They have maximum hit points, a dodge value, protection, speed. Very important speed, I mentioned that. That speed does not mean with one that you're the last. There is a random number added to this number, and that is your position in the tactical round. So even someone with speed 1 can be acting before someone who has speed 7, for example. You have positions, and that is very important. As you can see, you can have maximum of 4 people here. And your heroes occupy slots. These two at the moment occupy the first slot. So actually, the yellow point in an ability tells you where the hero has to stand to use this ability, and the red point tells you which stat or which position in the enemy group you can attack with that. So, for example, here the first 2 rows, this paladin, this crusader must be to attack the first 2 of the others. Here the same, but the dash between the 2 red points tells us that he will attack both of the targets. Same here, and well, that only works on himself, so there is no real position, but he can also use that only if he's in first position. If you compare that, for example, to the highwayman, you can see that he has abilities where he can hit the back ranks. That is very important because the most annoying targets are usually in the back ranks of the enemy and not in front. Every hero has quirks. Some are positive, like the yellow ones. Some are negative. For example, a very negative trait is this one here, Kleptomanic. He's stealing our stuff. You have camping abilities. In the beginning you will not be camping because the dungeons will not be large enough, but later on they camp, and then you can use their abilities to buff your crew, or your people, or your heroes, or whatever you will call this mentally diseased people. You have resistances. Don't wonder the enemy has the same. Now we should start
Brigands
moving.
have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Very important, you have a light, a radiant light. You can increase this, 100 is the maximum, by using torches or using special abilities. You can only use abilities in battle, so sometimes it's wise to prolong a battle in order to use abilities. For example, this one here, which will make torch, so it will make the light brighter if the light is reduced. The higher the light, the better is your scouting chance. The more likely is that the enemy is surprised, caught off guard, and the better you hit. If the light is out, you find more loot, but also the enemy is more likely to surprise you, is more likely to hit you critical. There are people that turn out the light completely, hope for better loot, and hope that the increased chance of critical, because it goes for both sides, will help them to reduce stress. You have your health points, which will be replenished after each battle. This are the red icon. And you have your stress, which is the white line here. When that reaches 200, oh no, I think when it reaches 100, you guys get a heart attack. If it gets to 200, he dies. So beware of that. So without any further ado, let's move forward. And there we have our first target.
Brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
When you look at the guy, you can see that he has 12 hit points, that he has a speed of 3, that he has a stun resistance of 25%, and now we should strike him as hard as we can. Like this. And he dodges. Great. Now, we could try to stun the guy, because we cannot kill him in one strike. Except we make a maximum damage. We have a chance to hit of 83%, and we will do 6 to 12 damage. He has 12 life points, so it's unlikely that works. He has a stun resistance of 25%. We have a stun chance of 75%, so 50% chance that the guy will get stunned. And we did it. Excellent. So he wastes his turn by being stunned. But now he's faster than we are. But we dodge. Excellent. Now I think we can simply hit the crap out of him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Excellent. But the loot is horrible. So, that is a special location where you can loot. Beware of the following. Some of this loot may be
there is
unhealthy
much to be
for
found
you.
in forgotten places.
Ooh, look at this.
An ambush. Send
Well,
these vermin a message. The rightful
got them
owner
first,
has returned, and
so
their
we
kind
shoot the guy
is
in the
no
back because
longer
he's the
welcome.
most dangerous for us at the moment. This guy stunning will be very unlikely because, as you can see, he has a stun resistance of 50%. We have a stun chance of 75%, so 100%. So we only stun him in 50% of the chances, or 50% of the attacks. So let's simply hit him. Oh, wonderful hit. Ouch. Point blank shot. Look at the damage, but damage is not the problem. Damage is not the problem because we will heal if we survive this, and we're most likely to do so. The only real problem is that his attack dearranged us. So that is very important because a Crusader is not very useful in the second or any further rank if he's not trained properly. When he's trained properly and he has the right skills, he is dangerous in every position. And our highwayman can only fire his pistol at the guy here if he's in the last rank. So we can attack, or we can simply switch back and move backwards. But actually I think we should take that guy down. He's dangerous, so we do our best to simply snatch him to pieces. Uh-oh. Does not a lot of damage, but may make us bleed. And you see, we're gathering stress, which is very bad. Oh, he's got 1 life point, would you believe that? But he's bleeding, so he will die of that. So... we could slaughter the guy, but the bleed will kill him. So there is no reason to attack him. So we better change our positions.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Well, it's not necessary, because the corpse also disappeared. Oh, we dodged. We good people.
As the fiend falls,
and you can see we healed some of the stress level. Not a lot, but some. The loot, therefore, is horrible. So we could stay here, which we will. And now notice this thing here is trapped. Bandits trapped chest. So if we do this, we will get hurt. But we have the life points to survive it. Chances are not that we're able to do this. When you look at our hero, does he has a trap chance? 80%. But that is a beginner's chest, he will always fail. Blight. But that's not that bad because we're leaving anyway. Now our first little dungeons, we get our loot. It's not a lot, but well. Let's see if we got anything. Resolve. That means we get a positive or a negative quirk. And it is... Unholy Hater. Plus 25% damage against Unholy. Minus 50% stress damage against Unholy, which is excellent because he's a Crusader. He's already doing 50% extra damage against Undead. There was the question, Boris, do you have a special plan for this game? Yes,
Welcome
I have.
Home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
So this is our starting hamlet. We are the lord of this hamlet, because the old lord died. As you can see, most of the buildings at the moment are not operational. The graveyard is operational, where we can view our fallen heroes.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Now you can say the graphics are not especially good, but I think they are. I like the style. And although it has very little voice acting, because there's just one person that talks to you, and that is, well, the old man, it still is very atmospheric. I like the atmosphere of the game. It's wonderful. There you can watch the videos.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
And we have the stagecoach where we can recruit new heroes.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Important thing is the first ones, these
What
four...
better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
will always be the same. You cannot change that. But after that, the heroes that will come will be random. Don't see heroes as heroes, see them as resource, because they will be spent. The first thing I recommend is building up the stagecoach network, because the more heroes you
can
get,
be found even here, in the mud and rain.
the more likely it is that there are heroes that you can use, and if some of them dies, well, a die, you have resources. So that's just like a mine, you could say. Without any further ado, we will embark to our first dungeon.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
As you can see, there are different dungeons. Warrens, Wood Cove, Ruins, and Darkest Dungeons. And there is a special item when you do a quest, and there are normal loot. And there is a goal to achieve. You see here level 1, we can do that. This is Darkest Dungeon level 6. We definitely cannot do this. So we go here first. There is an item for us, a special item, if we can solve it. And to go there, we just do this and put our people in the order that we want down here. There is one more thing to know. We are more likely to find these items here, these resources here, as you can see, this bursts, portraits, deeds, and crests in the corresponding dungeons. Furthermore, in the ruins there are more undead, and there are special monster types in each of these dungeons, and there's special heroes and special quirks that will make your heroes more effective in the special dungeons. So maybe you want to send different heroes into different kind of dungeons because they have quirks that make them more effective there. So provisioning. That are the items.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
For small dungeons, I always take 2 skeleton keys, at least this number of torches, 14 torches, a good number of food. Food is not very expensive, but it's always useful. The money you spend here is okay. So when you have the items left after the dungeon, they will be resold, although for a very little price. As we have a Crusader, we'll get 1 Holy Water for free. As we have a Plague Doctor, we will get 1 Anti-Venom for free. We should always take a shovel with us, because if you don't shovel obstacles out of the way, you will get stressed. And stress, as we all know, is our biggest enemy. Let's embark. Food can be used to heal your heroes. Yes, it only heals 1 life point, but sometimes 1 life point is all that you need. At the beginning, I will fight with full light. Yes, there is more loot if you turn the light down, but at the beginning my troops are not very effective. So I simply have to be careful on this point. Yay! And torch! That we will immediately lit.
As the light gains purchase,
yes,
spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
2 small skeletons should be no problem, and they're surprised. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That means we simply beat the crap out of them. Ah, excellent. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do with this guy, because his abilities only work on the last rows of the enemy, and there is no one in the last row. So what we can actually do is we can speed up this guy. So, Divine Grace will do a little bit damage, not a lot. There is nothing. And we miss. Great. Now take him out.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Hey! Now we have a corpse. What does that mean? A corpse means this blocks the enemy from getting closer and us getting closer to the enemy as long as the corpse is there. If an enemy is killed by blight or by blooding, he will not leave a corpse. But if he's killed normally, he'll leave a corpse. So he's already buffed. Can we buff him a little bit more? I think 2 times buff will not be that effective. Good. Oh well, it stacks. Nice to know. Okay, you take him out.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
600
blossoms.
golds. Not a lot, but it'll do. It's an unlocked stock box, so don't use a key here. A shovel, gold, and 4 crests. Could be more, could be less. We're not complaining. And we're scouting. There's always a chance that you scout. It's not guaranteed, but sometimes it works. And that is a place where you need a shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
More light, please. And now we'll run into a fight, because we see that on the mini-map. Okay, biggest danger here is the guy in the back. We could blight or we can stun. They have a 25% stun resistance, so chances that we stun is 57%. Great, and he resisted. This guy is the most dangerous. Don't let... Oh, crap. Don't let that fool you. Because they can increase our stress. The others might damage us, but this lady in the back here, she can stress the hell out of us. Okay, we take out her
Press this advantage.
for that thing.
Give them no quarter.
Yeah, well, healing will not help. Yay! Nice. Shoot it if you can. Oh, God. And now we get stressed, as you will see. 15 stress from one hit. Would you believe it? Okay, he's only got 4 life points. So if we can blight him, or her, she's no longer a problem because the blight will do 4 damage and she has only 3 life points left. So she will be killed. We heal ourselves. Nice. Ugh. Oh, come on, you cannot be serious. Can you heal us? It's not a lot of heal, but it's better than nothing.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Excellent. They're all out, we're in, and we're even getting miserable
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Yeah, whatever you call victory. Okay. How is Light? Light is still okay. Yeah, that's very, very bad, because that means he's a kleptomanic, so he will take the stuff. That is horrible of him. So, we make the light. And there is a chest and enemies. Oh, crap. But they're surprised, so it could be worse. Okay, please don't fail me this time. And he does. Okay, I can try to stun her. Yay! Actually worked.
Continue the onslaught.
Wonderful.
Destroy them all.
You heal us up, because he will get rendered, of course. Ouch, ouch. Please don't bleed. Great, resisted, because bleeding is very, very, very bad. Now, he has a stun resistance of 75% because she was already stunned. And she resisted the stretch. Shoot it! Miserable. And we're bleeding. Heal him. He will need it. Nice hit, though. Shoot it. I'm so miserable at shooting, you would not believe it. Oh boy, we're pushed. Great. That is bad, because now we cannot shoot. We can do nothing to the lady in the back, and we're being bleeded.
Their formation is broken.
Well, at least that
Maintain
worked.
the offensive.
Slaughter it. Please, fast. Excellent. Crest, which is good
Foolish
Boinix, which is
horrors.
okay, and a torch, which
Brought
will
low and
not
driven
really
into the
need.
mud.
And now we need our key. Without the key... Oh. In the same, we found ourselves in a place of difficult, dark, fizzing creature description. Oh. Perseus outplayed the cultist as if of himself the trooper was torn apart. That does not sound good. Okay, we're bleeding. There is a trap, a chest. Let's go there. We need light.
The way is lit.
And
The path
I
is clear.
want you to disarm it,
We
because he
require
has the
only
highest
the strength
chance.
to follow it.
Forward! No one here. Great. Scouting. He will again take everything. Well, the food is not problematic, but the other stuff is. That was not nice. And that is also important hunger. If you don't have food with you and this hunger comes, your guys will get a lot of stress. So always have enough food with you. Food can be dropped, food can be eaten, food does not cost a lot. Don't do the mistake and don't take enough food with you. Food is easy to get and is always a good choice to take with you. Shovel your way out of this. More light, please. And in we go. Oh boy. Hooray! We don't totally suck. We could stun both. Yeah, we do this. Because Blight, these guys don't have a lot of life points, so Blight is actually not that bad. Shoot him. Oh, God. Yeah, he does a lot of damage with that ranged attack thingy. Nice. That means he will die from the Blight. We have not to do anything about that. Ouch. Yay! Oh, come on. You must be kidding.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Oh yes, great is the weapon. You can bet your ass on that. Please stun that guy. Good work. He will only be stunned one more time, so we should really, really try to take him out. On the other hand, we have to heal our Crusader because he's getting pummeled. Can actually do this because the Blight will kill him, so we can do AoE damage. Normally you should not do that because it's not effective. He has only 6 life points left. That's dangerous. Good attack me, I can take it.
A death
Wonderful.
by inches.
Good. I hope I'm faster than this guy. Critical heal! More heal! Oh crap. Well, it could be worse. Can I stun this guy? Yay! That's pretty good because that means that we can heal ourselves at least a little bit. He has now a stun resistance of 25. That's not a lot. But we can keep him. Yeah, try to stun him. If we kill him, it's okay too. Yay! That means more healing for us. Okay, you change with him. You heal him. You heal him. Oh, critical heal. Wonderful. The only problem is... What? Take him out.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Change back. Position. And then you go for the chest. A heirloom chest. Nice! Could be worse. So there is one room we have not been yet, and we will go there immediately. We should keep an eye on the light.
The promise of safety.
I don't want to get unnecessarily high stress levels just for walking around. And the torches will be no use anyway later on, so we can use them up. You're not losing that much light when you're moving through areas that you already know, so that's quite good. Okay, a light.
The match is struck.
Ah,
A blazing
wonderful.
star is
And we
born.
even lose stress because we did good. Yes, stress management, very, very important. Oh, I could have lighted a torch. I hate crossbowmen. Shoot the crossbow. Oh, God. Have I mentioned I hate you? Well, at least he's stunned. We should heal our guy up. And you should beat the crap. Oh, God! What's wrong with you people? That's horrible! That's more than horrible. That's very, very unhealthy. Okay, speed up this guy. Because we must take the others out before bad things happen. And they're still faster than me, that's what I mean. And they have speed 2 and I have speed 7. Shoot that guy. Excellent work. Not so excellent, actually. I can use this because it will kill him anyway. What is his stun resistance? 25%. Oh, and I cannot stun him because he's too close. Great. But he gets the job done. Extra loot.
This expedition at least promises success.
And now one important thing about this game is know your special locations. This one is a holy fountain. If we use holy water here, the person that uses it will be healed and will get stress relief. And that's the important part. Minus 20 stress. Very, very, very good.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
So... Yay! And we found holy water. Great. Nobody needs that. So I think everything is cleared. We can leave now. This move skill chance is not that useful for us because we don't have any move skills at the moment. The payment is horrible. 3,000 gold is not a lot. We get 3,000 from the mission, so it will be 6,000, but it could be a lot more. Do we get anything? He gets a quirk, and it's a positive thing. Minus 20% strength, and minus 4 speed. And she gets Lurker. Plus 10 damage is torch below 26. So actually, she would be excellent for Dark Run, meaning if we go without light. On the other hand, he will not be, well, he does not do any stress damage, so, but still,
The degeneracy of the hamlet is nothing, I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Well, things could be worse. Now we have the Abbey.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
We can upgrade the Abbey to get more stress relief, and we can put 3 people here. Know that not every hero can pray here.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
This little guy here, this caretaker, always blocks one of the slots in any building, or in one building, better so to say, each week. So he might be quite annoying. Although you can upgrade this one here to get more stress recovery from each of these places. At the moment we don't have that much stress. Now we can look into our card, who we got. A Leopard, a Houndmaster, another Plague Doctor, and a Hellion.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
So we cannot upgrade this here at the moment, because we're missing still a lot of the deeds. But we could upgrade this to get more room. Maybe we should do that.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
Quick look at the guys that we got. We got a Leaper. Minus 3% critical for range skills. He's a Leaper, he does not have that. Resilient, well, okay. Leapers are pretty good close combat specialists. Their only problem is look at their skills. If they're not in first rank, they can do absolutely nothing. And he or whatever you call that is their best attack, if you ask me. Now we have this guy, Maniac for Money, and Ruins Explorer. So if you go into the Ruins, he would not be that bad. This is a new class. They can heal themselves. They can stun. Not bad. In Warrens, we're not going into Warrens. Luxurious Blast, we know that. Blinding Gas. Okay. And the Hellion. And she has Breakthrough, which does a lot of damage. Only problem is she will do less and less and less damage the more times she uses it. She's stressed, she's Maniac for Money. And more damage in coves. Okay, we'll see each other next time when hopefully things go even a little bit better than now and we get more Crusaders. Why more Crusaders? Well, you'll see. Bye.